Talk about it, people. Let's discuss the absolute truth. We talk truth over here. We deal in truth over here. YouTube is not going to send out my notifications. I need you guys to make sure you click on the all button. They're not going to send out my notifications. They have no interest in supporting my channel. They have shadow banned my channel terribly. They have shadow banned my channel terribly. JJ Short Deuce, what's up, family? Ring Rivals, my brother, my co-host, A-Side, Armstrong Consultant in the building. They have shadow banned my channel horribly. Chris J, what's up, family? J Rich, what's good? God's Greatest, P. Ali, Duke Adonis, what's up, family? I have 13 likes and two people viewing. Ace Migo, what's up, family? There's shadow banning my channel, and it's disgusting. I did a video, been up for an hour and a half and had 300 views. I ain't have that happen since I started on YouTube. That's utterly ridiculous. It's disgusting. Jay Hertz for life. What's up, family? Muscle up. Kev, what's up, family? Ace Migo, what's up? But anyway, let's get into this truth. Darlin James, what's up, family? I don't want to waste time. GFS Blackout, what's up? 3800 Ernesto, what's up, family? I don't want to waste any time. Ronnie Harris, what's good? Eddie Smith, what's up? Ruo Quadis said, what's good? Robert Singleton, what's good? So, Easy Claps, what's good? RJ, what's up, family? I need y'all to smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. I need y'all to get the likes all the way up. Also, I need y'all to get drop $1 in super chat, refresh the super chat. So now, with that said, I don't know how much Tank is getting. I don't know how much Frank Martin is getting. Everybody keeps asking me because apparently the great brother, shouts out to him. Blessings to my brother Showbiz the adult. West Philly Tour, what's good? He did a live stream and people are asking me now, is it true? That's his sources. His sources told him that was the purse. Battle for Life was good. That's his sources. I don't know. You know what I mean? Razor 531 was good. But apparently, according to him, and I didn't watch the whole live stream, I just saw the title and I saw like the first 5 minutes and then I was getting my hair done. But according to show, he says that Frank Martin is getting 1.2 million guaranteed. Yee Huncho, what's up, nephew? I don't know about that. Jimmy Bernard, what's good? I couldn't tell you that. I don't know how he knows that. Sean Connor, what's up? But but he knows, he has his sources, he has his people. So Ronnie Harris, what's good? I heard Tank 10 million plus pay-per-view, Frank 3 million. That's what I'm saying. See, you're gonna hear all these wild different numbers. 00 Dub, what's up, family? You're gonna hear all these wild, crazy numbers, man. What's happening with you, Terrence Johnson? What's happening, family? HB Bolton, what's up? So again, like I said, I don't know, I do know he took less money than what he was getting. Creighton Brooks was good. I know he took less money for what he was going to get. Marky Dan 123, what's up? Lev Ben Yisrael, what's up, family? Poe Porter, what's up? He took less money than he was going to get to fight Conor Ben, and he took less money. Foot, what's up, family? If he was going to fight Devin Haney, to fight Frank Martin. Now again, Rashawn Curl, what's good, family? Appreciate you. He took less money than he was going to get to fight Frank Martin. I mean, to fight Devin Haney and to fight Conor Ben, right? Brooklyn Life, what's good? Jay Rich, what's good? But I do know, remember this, and to Gervonta Tank Davis's defense and to his team defense, they told us from the very beginning, because Gervonta Tank Davis, remember this, because Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be out the ring for a year, okay? Keep in mind, he's been out the ring for a year. Now, everybody don't have the mentality of Errol Spence. Mr. Big Play Brave, what's up? Errol Spence has a different type of mentality. I need y'all to smash the like button. We got 289 people here. We have 82 likes. That means we have 200 people moonlighting. Darlin James, what's good? Quincy Carter, what's good? We have 200 people moonlighting. The like button is free. It don't cost you a thing. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes all the way up. There's no way we should have 200 people moonlighting. And drop $1 in super chat, refresh the super chat. Let's work. Mr. Glock 19, what's up, family? I'm getting ready to change things up. We're going to have going back into the studio. Drumming for life. What's up? D-Boy Dead, what's up? We're going back in the studio. We're going to have the phone lines open for you guys to call in, speak your piece. Colin Frederick, what's up? Michael Ortega, what's up? We're going to have the phone lines open so you guys can speak your piece, and we're going to be consistent with our time. We'll be coming on 2 different times, 1 p.m. and we're going to be coming on about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. So we got some things we're going to be changing up with my great brother A-Side, and I got some special things coming. Black Thanos, what's good that I got to talk to him about. Michael Broadway, what's good? But anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. Cortez Bowles, what's up, family? So Tank Davis, let's say he's taking $10 million to fight Frank Martin, right? CJ Lamb, what's up, family? Dollar Wild, what's up? He's taking $10 million to fight Frank Martin, right? Well, he was going to get $20 million to fight Devin Haney, and at least $15 million to fight Conor Ben, right? But again, like I said, to Gervonta Tank Davis's defense and to his team defense, they told us from the very beginning that Gervonta Tank Davis was not. Let me say this again. Skinny Too Litty, what's good? I repeat this again. Gervonta Tank Davis was not going to fight one of the quote-unquote big names. This is no DVJ 600, what's up? This is no slight or disrespect to Frank Martin. You understand? Because Frank Martin, you know, is a live dog. This is a very difficult matchup, in my opinion, for Gervonta Tank Davis. This is the toughest test. Wave Runner Lays, what's up? This is the toughest test for Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion, for his career. I think that Frank Martin beats everybody on his resume. Jimmy Bernard, what's up? I think that Frank Martin beats Leo Santa Cruz. He beats Rolly Romero. He beats Isaac Cruz. He beats Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia will be the toughest challenge for him. Outside of Mario Barrios, because I just think that Mario Barrios is an anomaly because he was a welterweight coming down to 140. Nonetheless, he made the weight. He's a big guy. That's a tough fight. You know, I don't know if Frank Martin can go up to 140 and beat Mario Barrios. You got to have the power to do it. You know, Jay Rich was good. So I think that Frank Martin is the toughest test for Gervonta Tank Davis in his entire career. Now, the question I have here is this, right? Always entertaining and very, yes, appreciate you, brother. So here's the thing. Is this fight going to be, Muscle Up Kev, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, love the channel, Blue. Keep doing your thing, my brother. I appreciate you, great brother, and will do. And salute to my great brother, man. That's his first super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Just being E. What's up, family? So now here's the question. Does this fight sell? Now we're going to find out if Gervonta Tank Davis is the superstar that everybody tells us we are. Everybody says he is. We are going to truly find out because you did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, $23 million gate. They're talking like you got to fight in Vegas, right? Okay, so I'm expecting this fight to take place in Vegas, right? Rick Timms III, what's good? Because the way they're talking, they're saying this fight must be in Vegas. Only big timers fight in Vegas. Big timers don't fight in Brooklyn, okay? Extreme X was good. So that means that you telling me that this fight is automatically going to be in Vegas. Tank Davis should not be, Maurice, what's up, family? Tank Davis should not be fighting anywhere other than Las Vegas because when the fight was announced with Devin and Ryan going to fight in Brooklyn, okay? Ty and Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. Enzo 88, what's up, family? When they announced that fight was going to be in Brooklyn, immediately Tank Davis and his team and people and Lenny Ellaby, the sports guy, was good. They said the money is in Vegas. And Tank is a draw. You don't take step backs. Once you did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, once you did a $23 million gate, right? Okay, you going to have to back that up again. Right? There's no need for him to fight in no other place, no other city other than Vegas to capitalize on getting as much money as possible, right? So that means Frank Martin versus Tank is going to be in Las Vegas, right? Because if it's anywhere else, well, then that's a downgrade, right? They can't put it in Atlanta. They can't put it in New York. They can't put it in LA, right? Because they said that the money is in Vegas. There's a difference between Devin and Ryan because the money is in Vegas. So they can't put it anywhere else, right? Okay. So now you did 1.2, and the world believes, myself included, that Tank is one of the faces of the sport of boxing. If Tank Davis and Frank Martin don't do upwards of 250,000 pay-per-view buys, right? Then what does that say about his star status? Is he still a superstar that y'all say he is, that I say he is? Does that mean he's not that guy? Do you expect Tank Davis to do 1 million pay-per-views with Frank Martin? 3,800 on Nessa, what's good? Well, the thing is, here's the problem. The problem is this, right? The problem is that they speak as if every fight Tank Davis does is a massive success. And when anybody else other than Tank Davis don't do those numbers, then it's a downgrade. Jaguar Tamer, what's good? Everybody just laughed at Tank and Ryan ain't going to do this. Devin and Ryan. Devin Ryan fighting in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. That's a downgrade. So now we expect Tank Davis to continue to do this. Do you expect Tank Davis and Ryan and Frank Martin to do 1 million pay-per-view buys? Because that will be a huge drop-off. Dizzy G Mac, what's good? And that means Ben Frank Jr. 100, what's up? Then that means he needs another major player to do major numbers. You see, when you look at El Harper Reptile, what's good? Now, here's the thing where it gets tricky. Trayvon 2 Trail, what's good? Adrian Ramirez, what's good? Now, here's the thing where it gets absolutely tricky. This is where it gets absolutely tricky, right? Edward Garcia, what's up? Is you don't do those numbers. Is that because Ryan Garcia was the reason? Because now when you look at it, you can't say, hey, the mailman is just driving up on my lawn. Bruh. Yo, only in New York, man. Anthol Lockhart, what's up, family? So anyway, Kareem Ebanks, what's good? He just drove up on the lawn. He went down the street. He backed up. He went down the street. He made a U-turn. He came back around. And then he just drove up on the lawn to put the mail in the mailbox. Just sat on line, and then he pulled off the lawn and then drove straight. Bro, what are we doing? Splitway 187, what's up? I'm going to complain about him. But anyway, back to regularly scheduled program. I need y'all to get the lights all the way up. Yes, he absolutely just did that, A-side. 1,000%. I'm going to complain about that. That's ridiculous. Bro, all you got to do is pull up to the mailbox, put the mail in, and go. It's like he forgot to put mail. He put the mail in the mailbox, drove up the street, like he forgot to give me mail, backed up back to my mailbox, put mail in there, drove up the street, made a U-turn. Teach, what's good? Made a U-turn. I know exactly who he is. Made a U-turn, came back the opposite way. Now his door's on the opposite side. So he just drove up on the lawn to put the mail in there. Bro, that's not acceptable. No, sir. Judah 773, what's up, family? Mr. Nice, what's good? That's not acceptable. No stretch of the imagination. GFS Black Guy, my brother in the super chat. Rather see Gary Anton than Frank, for real, for real. Gary Russell Jr. Because Anton Russell was at 140. Don Rose, what's up, family? So it's said that this fight is going to be June 8th, but I'm also being told that it's not done. Did you see the mailman just now? He pulled up to the mailbox, put the mail in. Then he pulled off, backed up, reversed back to the mailbox like he forgot something, put mail in the mailbox. Then he pulled off again, went to their mailbox, put it in there, got up the street by the stop sign like he forgot something, made a U-turn, came back, drove up on our lawn. He went over the rocks, put a mail in there because he's the opposite way now. Came off of it, backed up because he can't go straight, backed up to their lawn, drove over their rocks. That's the dude right there. Amazing. So anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. So now when you look at it from this standpoint, right? Okay, so does that mean he's no longer the face of boxing, because if he's the face of boxing, I want my vision back. What's up, family? That was absurd. Like, he can't see me sitting here looking at him. Handsome Hustler 31. What's up, family? So now when you look at it from this standpoint, right? If you don't do 1 million pay-per-views, that's a failure, is it not? If Gervonta Tank Davis does not do 1 million pay-per-views, his next fight, is that a failure? Because see, we can't say he's the face of the sport of boxing and compare him to Canelo Alvarez when Canelo Alvarez has done 4 pay-per-view buys. Farouk Salam, what's up, family? 4 major pay-per-view buys, 1 million pay-per-view buys. And on top of that, he did 850,000 pay-per-view buys with Caleb Plant. Don't time nobody out. Don't block him. No, don't do nothing. Don't time no. Dej, what's up? Chantel Hill, what's up, family? Don't time out. Don't block them. Don't do nothing. They're fans. I'm just DF. What's good? They're fans, right? Don't time out. Don't block them. Don't do nothing. I'm okay with that. Malik K, what's good? He said Tank definitely doing the M. He gonna need to. Tariq Reed, what's good? Keep it cool, what's good? It seems like you always trying to find a way to lessen Tank nowadays. It seems like you don't know what you're talking about, and it seems like you're not very smart and you're not very bright. That's what it seems like to me. Since you know what it seems like, because you can't pay attention. Paying attention is free. Okay? Name one thing that I said that wasn't true. That's me. What's up? Fontaine Cabell, what's good? Ralph the One, what's good? So now when you tell the truth today, it's called downplaying a person, right? I'm not downplaying anything. If you paid attention, you would have known that I said that I love this fight with Frank Martin and Tank Davis. Cloudboy AB, what's good? I've been saying that. GFS Blackout, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said all his money fights are at 140, Blue. That's why I said Gary Anton Frank may move to 140 in a few years. Salute to you, great brother. Tony 10 times Deuce 06, what's good? Tony Dickinson, what's good? So Southwest Dice, what's good? See, I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. You a fan of a fighter. That's the difference between me and you. You are enamored with another grown man. That's a problem. That's me. What's up, family? If it was Haney instead of Frank, it was a for sure 1 million pay-per-view buy. Yes, but to Gervonta Tank Davis is, again, to his credit and his defense, he's been out the ring for a year. It doesn't feel like that. It's not going to feel like that because he fought twice. Lawrence Brazier was good, but the truth is he only fought. He said, "You're clearly are enamored by Dev. We all know this, but go off." I'm not. You want me to go off because you want attention. No, thank you. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. You're not that important. So, now here's the thing, right? Now we knew he was going to be out the ring. 4K, what's up, family? We knew he was going to be out the ring for an extensive period of time. Now it's down to a year. He'll be out the ring for over a year. He fight in June. They fought in April, so he will be out the ring for 14 months. So we already knew he wasn't going to fight the Shakurs, the Devins, so on and so forth. They already told us that he's looking for a tune-up type fight. I don't look at Frank Martin as a tune-up type fight. So when people saying that this is a tune-up type of fight, hold now, what's up, family? That is an expensive tune-up. That, he said, I still yet to hear Blue say Tank is a duck. Because I don't think he's ducking. I don't think he's ducking. At all, Hulk now. I won't say that he's ducking. Guillermo Maldonado, what's up, family? I believe, Hulk now, that it's a strategy, but I don't think he's ducking. What Canelo Alvarez is doing, what David Benavidez is clearly ducking. What Tank is doing with Devin and Shakur, so on and so forth, is strategy. I don't think he's ducking. Like I said, right? A lot of people don't have a lot of Battle Boy. What's good? A lot of people don't have a lot of high hopes for Frank Martin. I do. I'm not saying Frank is going to win. Don't know that, right? But I do believe that this is the best opponent. 4K, what's up, nephew? I think this is the best opponent Tank has ever fought. TJ Love Sports, what's up? And he's taking the challenge with a year off. This is an expensive quote-unquote tune-up for Gervonta Tank Davis. It's an expensive tune-up for Gervonta Tank Davis, right? This is a fight. Again, I think that Frank Martin can beat all of those fighters with the exception of Mario Barrios. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis X Factor, Skinny Too Litty, what's up? Gervonta Tank Davis's X Factor, All Sports Media TV, what's good? Is is the difference between beating Mario Barrios. I don't know if Frank Martin can beat Mario Barrios. He has the X Factor. He has the poise. You understand? The poise and the power is what saw Tank Davis beat Mario Barrios. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't know if Frank Martin has that poise, and I know he don't have that power. So I don't think Mario Barrios would be as affected by Frank Martin as he was by Gervonta Tank Davis. He was always cautious and always very aware of Gervonta Tank Davis's power. You understand? 4K 887, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. His team making him look bad. Frank is great fight. Thank God it's not Pitbull. I would have been happy with Pitbull Cruz. Cerebral one, what's good? They're not, neither one of them are tune-ups. You understand what I'm saying? Neither one of them are tune-ups. So with that said, right? I don't think that he's a tune-up. I don't think that, Keep It Cool said this. See, this is what I talk about these fake boxing fans in the sport of boxing. They're fake. You dudes are faker than a $3 bill. You ain't no fan of boxing. He told my Tank fighting a black fighter, which was many people discredit him on. This is a great fight, whether the numbers are mill or not. Now, all of a sudden, numbers don't matter. Now you want to use the black card. Travis Givens, what's good? But every day, people like you downplay Devin Haney, who's a young black man. People like you would downgrade Shakur Stevenson in favor of Tank to defend him, who's a young black man. People like you would come here, Reginald Fields was good, talking about how Devin don't sell, how Shakur is not a draw. But they're young black men, though. Drummond for life, what's good? But now you want to use the black card as a safety net in case the numbers don't do well. So now it's a safety net. But when it comes to Devin and Shakur, you don't use the black card as a safety net to say, well, we ain't going to talk about their numbers because they both young black men. G2, G Deuce 4 Deuce, Marshall, what's up, family? I never talk bad about Dev. You don't know me, LOL. Where are you talking about? I said nothing negative. No, you just came here and you just said, oh, all I do is uplift Devin Haney. That's what you just said. ED, what's up, family? And you don't know why. Why do I defend Devin Haney? Because people like you that pretend to be fans of the sport of boxing that like to downplay these fighters. Mr. J. Da, what's up, family? Jerron Smith, Infinite Observer, what's up? Oh, I don't care about him. He's the least of my worries. Jug47, what's good? Demetrius Cohen, what's good? I have no weirdos don't move me. Malik, what's good? Ketty Peace 504, what's good? So, I don't know what you guys be talking about. But anyway, I like the Isaac Cruz fight. I like this fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. This is a fighter that a stylistic matchup for Gervonta Tank Davis that we have not seen. See, y'all came in here listening to me from the very beginning when I said I'm asking a question because, see, when it came to everybody else, y'all like to downplay everybody else. So I'm asking a question. Where does it stand if this fight don't do 1 million pay-per-view buys? Where does it stand if this fight is not in Las Vegas? I didn't say that. Tank Davis said that. Leonard Ellaby said that. Right? Renwick Smith, what's good? TR, what's up, family? Right? Razor 531, what's good? Salute to my brother GFS Blackout back in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said Devin fighting for legacy, T.O. and Ryan as well. Crazy part for Tank is he's saying money, but not taking it to fight to 140 where the bag is at. Right. So my thing is that I'm going to call out Professor X, what's good? The obvious, right? Oh, Jose Ayala, what's up, family? Yeah, Jose Ayala. Listen, I can't even. Bruh, he's so. To each his own. Joe Johnson, what's up, nephew? Tariq Reed, what's good? To each his own. Blessings to that brother. May he stay blessed. May he stay successful and prosper. Listen, I just want the best for the brother, and you stay on your side of the world, I stay on mine. I could care less. I have zero care. Trust me. Tigre Joe, what's up, family? Tank is 29 years old and has never fought a world champion. That's not true. He fought Jose Pedraza. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. He fought Jose Pedraza. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. And he fought yeah, RJ, I don't do the weirdo thing. That's for other people. To each his own, though. You understand? Leo Santa Cruz. He saw Leo Santa Cruz. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. He fought Jose Pedraza, and Mario Barrios was a regular champion. Guerrero, Chris, what's good? Carol brother, Tank and his team are goons. Man, I'm not worried about that. AK Crowder, what's up, family? Katie the Boxer, what's good? I don't worry about that. Shamar Rasham, Shalom, what's up, family? So that's not true. When people say Tank never fought a world champion. Now I understand what I heard. Nesta Gibbs, so shouts out to my brother Nesta Gibbs. I heard Patrick Hausenflock, what's good? I heard Nesta Gibbs when he said that. I think what people misunderstood when Ness was trying to say, at least the part that I heard, what Ness was saying was that Tank hasn't fought a world champion while he was a world champion, meaning that he didn't beat a guy for the belt when he had the belt. Now I know Leo Santa Cruz didn't have a belt. Gamboa didn't have a belt. Mario Barrios had the regular belt. I don't know what belt Pedraza did. Pedraza have a belt? I can't even remember. Did Pedraza have a belt? We have 500 people here. Ben Frank Jr. 100. Appreciate you, brother. I got to check in when I get off of here. Did Pedraza have a belt when he fought him? I don't remember. So Ness is saying that dude been in 11 years. Pedraza had the IBF. Okay, so he beat Pedraza for a belt. You know what I mean? So there you have it. Now he took Pedraza's belt, right? Okay. So Ness is saying he didn't unify the belts, and he has the opportunity. See, the problem that people have with Gervonta Tank Davis, this is the problem that people have. The problem is that he is the shot caller. When you are the shot caller in this position that Gervonta Tank Davis is in, yo, Vu, what's good? People expect you to make decisions based off of position of power, meaning that people expect to see you fight the best there is to offer. Quincy Carter, what's up, family? They're not going to want to see and hear that I need this, I need to do this, I'm fighting this guy, this about that money. People don't want to hear that because you're making it more. We already know it's already a business more than it's a sport, and they're making it more of a business than a sport, and people go on tired of it. Especially when you have people in and around your weight class that are trying to build legacy, and on top of building legacy, they're looking to they're looking to get the money. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have situations and scenarios like that, when you have the Devin Haney's and the Shakur Stevensons that surround Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Guess what's going to happen? And those fighters are trying to be great. You understand? When you have those fighters are fighting for legacy and the bag, because you can do two things can be true, right? Regardless of what they, contrary to popular belief, they'll tell you that you got to get the bag, and without, like, you can't do both. Well, that's a lie, because Floyd Mayweather did both. Trinity, what's good? Peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you feeling today? Yeah, you get a lot of people doing that, and that's okay, Queen. You know, I can't give them too much. I can't give them none of my time. So you understand what I'm saying? So that's the problem. That's where the problem lies. The problem lies is that people want to see you fight for legacy and the bag. People don't want to hear you continue to tell the world that, you just about getting the bag, when we know you can do both. Two things can be true. You can get the bag and you can fight for legacy. We saw that from who? Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather fought for the bag and he fought for a legacy. He did both. Floyd Mayweather, when he was just on the Pivot podcast, what did he talk about? He didn't talk about how much money he made. He talked about how many world champions he beat, how he beat them, how many he beat in a row, how he, did it in less time than everybody else. He ain't talk about how much money he made until the end. And then at the end, he said, I bet on myself. I put, 750,000 and turned it into $1 billion. That's afterwards. That was afterwards. You understand what I'm saying? So he's living proof, Johnny Elegant, what's good, that you can do both. That's not true. Leo was a super champ at 130 for a year before he. Okay, so Leo Santa Cruz had the belt too? Okay. So there was two guys that have a belt. Floyd Mayweather's resume is very impressive. He's the GOAT for me. It's arguable. So here's the thing, right? So now Tank Davis got upset with his team. And he told his team, Jonathan 97, what's good, to stop talking for him because this news broke. And when this news broke, everybody immediately jumped on it. Because, again, Tank Davis is a big deal in the sport of boxing. He's a big deal in the sport of boxing. And so when this news broke, everybody jumped on it. Tank Davis put on his TikTok that, he want all the smoke. But some people saying it's not his TikTok. Some people saying it is his TikTok. I don't know which is which, right? Some people saying it is. Some people saying it's not, right? Okay. Floyd Mayweather was never undisputed because of politics. I'll get into that at a later time. But I need y'all to smash the like button. We have 500 people here and we have 250 likes. That means we have 250 people moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button and drop $1 super chat. Refresh the super chat. Let's support this channel, support the grind. Let's work. So anyway, with that said, you have Jackie, peace of blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Jackie said, hi, in pain, Gary. What's up, family? She says, Alex Rodriguez, remember y'all said most of those pay-per-views came from Ryan. If that's the case, let's see what Devin and Ryan do. Well, that's not the measuring stick, right, Jackie? The measuring stick is to see what Tank Davis does without Ryan. Not what Ryan does without Tank. Jesse R, peace and blessings. Appreciate you, great brother, in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue. Salute to you, King. D Brown, what's good? So the measuring stick is going to be when Tank Davis, because he's the mega superstar. Johnny Allison, he said you're sitting in your car, Blue, not in your house. What are you talking about? Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. See, you're right, great brother. So, yeah, that's the measuring stick is going to be Tank Davis is this, right? So the measuring stick is going to be to see what Tank Davis does without Ryan. Ryan Garcia never did a pay-per-view without Tank Davis. Cinnamon Savage, what's up? How much more did Ryan bolster Tank Davis's status, being a bigger name and attaching his name to Tank Davis? Because we know Ryan has never done a pay-per-view without Tank. None. He needs a big name to be attached to his name. Tank Davis didn't need a big name. Now, I say this. Some people would say the numbers are atrocious today's time. But I say with all the piracy in the sport of boxing, with social media and all the different ways and avenues to watch these fights, for me, Tank Davis doing 250,000 against Rolando Rolly Romero is a success in my eyes. Pardon my way. What's up, family? It's a major success in my eyes. Why is it a major success in my eyes? Because with all the piracy and all the different ways, I be seeing people showcasing the fight on Instagram. You be having people on here talking about how they support fighters, support this fighter, support this and support that, right? And they be showing the fight on Instagram. Stealing the fight and then showing it on Instagram. So there's so many different avenues, different ways to watch the fight. It's hard to do a million pay-per-view buys. BVG Trey, what's up, family? So I respect it. AK Crowder, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, blessings, my brother. Me and my son will be in New York City June for the fight. In June? What fight in June? Steven 47 Deuce Deuce, what's good? Who fighting in June? YG Mom, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute from one to another. Kinda interested in T.O. versus Tank. P.S. Would love to see you in showbiz for a content or two. Oh, yeah. You know what, man? I keep meaning to hit it. I'll do that for y'all, man. GFS Blackout, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said if Tank would have fought T.O. at 135, we wouldn't be judging this move right now, but too much lip service makes us see Tank differently. Well, to Tank's defense again, Bloodshot 610, what's up? You know I have to Dragul 98, what's good? I have to keep it 100. Don't Tank fight in June? Yeah, but not in New York. You said you're gonna be in New York in June for Tank fight. Tank gonna fight in Vegas. Devin fighting in April and June. Devin fighting April 20th in June. Excuse me, April 20th in Brooklyn. Cool Breeze, what's good? Tank fighting in June 8th, it says, against Frank Martin, but that's, I believe, going to be in Vegas. So now, to Tank Davis' defense, when it came to Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo Lopez said he was the A-side. Womp, 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 womp. Teofimo Lopez wanted to call the shots against Tank Davis. Edward Garcia, what's good? Like, bro, what? I love Teofimo Lopez. He accomplished some. His resume is better than Tank's, no doubt. But he's not a bigger star than Tank. He ain't a bigger star than Tank. So how's you out here talking about you gonna call the shots and you gonna be the A side? Bro, you don't want to fight. Shunji A5, what's good? He ain't want to fight. Drumming for life, what's good? Mahabir Salam, what's up? That's just the bottom line. Hey, let me ask you a question. When have you seen Teofimo Lopez truly? Does Brooklyn have not beautiful areas, bro? Beautiful areas in Brooklyn. Beautiful, bro. Some $3, $4, $5 million houses in Brooklyn. Jeannie Valentine, what's up, family? T Streams, what's up, family? Mountaineer Yasharala, what's good? Yeah, let's ask this question. Ubaldo Zamaran, what's up, family? And I like Teofimo Lopez, but we got to keep it 100. When did you ever really see Teofimo Lopez go hard on trying to fight Tank Davis? Ever? Like, when have you seen Teofimo Lopez speak on Tank Davis like he really, truly wants to fight Tank Davis? Elbow, what's up? You have never seen that. You've never seen that. He don't even talk about Tank like a real opportunity. He don't even mention Tank name like it's stern, like, yo, me and Tank. Never. You never ever see T.O. mention Tank name with real certainty. Like, bro, I want to fight Tank Davis. Me and Tank Davis. He mentions everybody around Tank. That one time when he beat Lomachenko, and that became a big thing, and he was the talk of the world, right? And he mentioned Tank Davis' name. Only reason he mentioned Tank Davis' name was because Floyd mentioned it. One initial brother in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. What's good, Blue? Salute, great brother. What do you think about T.O. versus Pitbull Rolly winner? Then Haney versus Matias, and the winners fight for Undisputed November, December. Haney versus T.O. Undisputed would be huge. I love that idea. I would love to see Devin Haney, he fight and beat Ryan. I would like to see him fight and beat Matias. T.O. Against Rolly and Pitbull Cruz, the winner. I love that fight. And then them fighting each other for Undisputed before the year is up, huge. That's a great idea. Jeff Spark, what's up, family? Okay, what's up, family? Teofimo Lopez has never. So that one moment where Teofimo Lopez, because Floyd Mayweather said, I want to see Teo and Tank, and then I want to see Devin and Shakur. And Teo was like, I'll fight Tank, this, and this, right? Ralph Fleming, what's up? The Future, what's good? And then he said, well, I'm the A side, and I call, bro, what? Teo has never done a pay-per-view. How's you the A side over Tank? And again, it's partially about you have to respect Teo and his grind, and you have to respect him as far as what you offer him, right? Because of his accomplishments and his resume. But it also comes down to A side also includes excitement and the butts you put in the seat. Mike Big Boston, go subscribe to my brother Mike Big Boston. And Teo, it's not even close. It's not even close. So how do you feel like you going to go into a negotiation with Tank and then be like, you the A side? You don't want to fight. You never did. You never did. So I know people, it's not even a thing. When you think about Tank, the only two fighters you think about is Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. That's it. That's all. Right? And even Tank himself was like, Teo is like, because Teo he has nothing. Carlos Castillo, what's up, family? How you feeling? Teo, it's just Teo don't want to fight Tank. He don't want no problems with Tank. None. He don't want to fight him. Big Dollar 187. What's up, family? Here go the ultimate hugger, Jermaine 419. Oh, how does Tank have a weak resume when he's fought more undefeated fighters than Devin and Tank? He said than Devin. Tank wasn't fighting cab drivers and bars over in Mexico. Let me shut him down once again. You can't help, these dudes can't help themselves, huh? So because there's cab drivers and Uber drivers and whatever else you want to call them. He says Tank wasn't fighting cab drivers over in Mexico to start his career. Well, Devin Haney was 16 years old. Quincy Carter, my brother in the super chat. Blessings to you. If Frank is Tank best op at almost 30, what's that say? But again, but right now is the perfect time for Tank to start picking it up, because what it did to me, in my opinion, it allowed these fights to blossom. Now they're all super fights with Tank. So I like the idea of Tank picking up the mantle right now. Fit for Life, my brother Doc in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I do not understand Tank fighting Frank and not going to fight Shakur first. Is it truly the business? Frank's highest rank is the number 4 in the lightweight. And I understand that. But here's the thing, right? Doc, let me say this, because I know my brother Nestor Gibbs with the Boston voice, Ness ain't happy about this either. And Ness is like, man, how was you not fighting Shakur? Well, to Tank Davis' defense, right? To Tank Davis' defense, Frank Martin is highly ranked, right? Frank Martin is on the same side of the street, and they're just doing a new business deal with Amazon. Hence the reason why I didn't understand why Al Heyman is looking to do business with DAZN and Oscar for Jaime Munguia over keeping it in-house. Hence the reason why I told you that $55 million offer wasn't real when everybody jumped out the window, right? So now, that's the reason. I just can't see them doing a deal with Top Rank for Shakur right now. Now, after this fight, I can see that. Now, Jermaine 419, he said, what pro fighter in Mexico Devin beat that's known in the U.S.? I'll wait. First of all, when Devin Haney turned pro at 16, 15, and 16, it was illegal to turn pro at that age in the United States when he did that. So that's why he went to Mexico and not the amateur routes. John Crumley, what's good? Educated Jab, what's up? And now, watch this now. Since you said Tank Davis wasn't fighting cab drivers and Uber drivers in Mexico, right? It don't pay. It don't pay. You should really do your homework. Nick J, peace of blessings to the chocolate queen. 50% of the queens of the ring in the building. Blessings to you, queen. Drop the link to your channel in the chat. Motorsport Sports, what's good? Now, let's just go down the list of fighters. Since you said Tank Davis wasn't fighting cab drivers and Uber drivers over in Mexico like Devin Haney was. Okay, let's go down the list of fighters when he started his career, and he was older than Devin Haney. And Devin Haney was 15. First fight for Tank Davis. He fought Desi Williams. You never heard of him. Desi Williams happened to be 0 wins, 4 losses, no draws. That's his first fight. 0 wins, 4 losses, no draws. First fight. Second fight, Jacob Nino. His pro debut, he had 0 fights. His third fight, Jonathan Gears. You never heard of him. You don't know who he is. For all you know, he could be driving a cab. He could be an Uber driver, right? He had no fights. Pro debut, right? His fourth fight, he fights Rafael Casillas out of Mexico. Just because he's not fighting in Mexico don't mean he's a fighter out of Mexico, okay? He had a record of 4 wins, 7 losses, no draws. You never heard of him. He's out of Mexico. His fifth fight as a professional, he fights Eric Jamal Gudo, who had a total of 2 fights in his entire career. He was 1 win, 1 loss. That's it. You never heard of him. Who did he fight the 6th fight of his career? Another guy, what do you know? Out of Mexico. James Franks, who had 2 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw. You never heard of him. What does he do for a living? You don't know. Here we go. His 7th fight. Who does he fight? No, his 8th fight. Who does he fight? What do you know? Another guy out of Mexico. Joshua Aracho, who had 3 wins, 9 losses, and 4 draws. What do you know? 3 wins, 9 losses, 4 draws. Right? His 10th fight. Who does he fight? His 10th fight as a professional, right before he beats Floyd Mayweather. His 10th fight as a professional. What do you know? Another guy out of Mexico, Hector Lopez. And what does Hector Lopez do for a living? We don't know. But we do know this. He wasn't a professional fighter. How do you know that, Blue? Because this was his pro debut. This is Tank's 10th fight. And this is Hector Lopez's first fight as a professional. So you don't even know what he did for a living. That was his first fight as a professional. Then his 11th fight, German Ivan Mraz. Where's he from? Let's look it up. Look at that man record and look where he's from. Where's he from, people? Mexico. Look at his record. Look at his record. Where's he from, people? Mexico. Look at his record. He has 65 wins, 69 losses, and 3 draws, knocked out 8 times. And where would he happen to be from? You got it. Mexico. The Future, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. Blue, block this idiot. Why ain't he so bad? I don't know, great brother. I don't know. I don't know. That's already almost half of Tank Davis's resume. Watch this now. The next fight. The next fight. Who does he fight? You got it. Israel Suarez Olmeda out of Mexico. 4 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. Tank is 24 years old at this time. No. No. Now he fights Alberto Mara. 5 wins, 3 losses, no draws. Where's he from? Mexico. Ricky Dulay. 8 wins, 1 loss, no draws. Now we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fights in. He only got 29 fights. This is his first 13 fights, right? 8 wins, 1 loss. Then he fight Cristobal Cruz. We know where Cristobal Cruz is from, don't we? Do I got to tell you where Cristobal Cruz is from? Do I got to tell y'all where he's from? He has 40 wins, 18 losses, and 4 draws. 40 wins, 18 losses, and 4 draws. Jalen, peace and blessings, beautiful queen. I'm going to say it for y'all again. 40 wins, 18 losses, and 4 draws. Cristobal Cruz. Where's he from? Mexico. Then he fights Luis Sanchez. Do I got to tell you where he's from? Do I got to tell you where he's from, people? Do I got to tell y'all where Luis Sanchez is from? Do I? 17 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Okay, then he fights Guillermo Avila Godinez. Let's see where he's from. Uh-oh, where's he from? Nick J. Where's he from? Seems an awful lot like he's fighting in Mexico to me. Mexico. Seems like a lot of Mexican fighters on this resume to me. Then shouts out to the queen, Nick J. Blessings to the queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. That guy should feel like a real dum-dum. Nick J, it gets worse. It gets worse. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Then he fights Avila Godinez. Where's he from? 15 wins, 5 losses. 15 wins, 5 losses. Where's he from? You got it. Mexico. Then he fights Mario Antonio Macias. Do I got to tell you where he's from? Do I got to tell you where he's from? Jay Blizzy, what's up? I ain't even got to tell you where he's from, but I'll tell you his resume. 28 wins, 18 losses. $28 wins, 18 losses. And where's he from, people? Do I got to tell y'all where he's from? He did all of that, all the way up. Guess who the next guy he fought after that was? That was his resume all the way up into Pedraza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 fights. He fought a total of, now watch this now. How many guys had a, he fought, all of these guys are from Mexico. But this brother said, G. McCullough, 09, what's up? Everybody's from Mexico. But he just said, Devin, Tank ain't like Devin. He ain't run up his schedule in Mexico. Womp, 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 womp. Brooklyn Life, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, yo, Blue, I paid for my hotel and fight in Vegas for Devin Ryan, and now the fight is in Brooklyn. Now I'm going to have to watch it CCTV in Vegas. Ain't that both from Cali? Ain't they both from Cali? Yeah. But Brooklyn Life, you could have it transferred. Naeem Ahmed, what's up, family? You can have it transferred. Straight Shooting Facts, what's good? Chevy Ready, what's up, family? So he did all this disliking on Devin Haney and made 0 sense. See, this is what I be talking about. Brutal, what's good? Educated Jab, what's good? Y'all pitting the two fighters against each other, Educated Jab said? We supposed to. Let's go boxing. Texas 16 South, what's good? We supposed to pit them together. It's boxing. What are we talking about here? But the brother said that Tank ain't like Devin. He ain't run up his resume in... Wow. Tank is just trolling Frank Martin. Yo, Tank is hilarious, bro. Yo, he just trolled Frank Martin with the ultimate, mic drop. Yo, Tank just trolled Frank Martin with the ultimate mic drop, bro. The ultimate mic drop, bro. It's over. Yo, Tank just, it's over. Like, Frank just gotta just, bro. Look what he put. Martin? You get it, Martin? The better opponent is Frank Martin, J-Rock. Chief Wildfire was good. People, just do me a favor. Just ignore Jermaine 419. He's just, you understand, like, he's bored in life. Cinnamon Savage, what's up, family? I've never met somebody that just I'm finessing the chat. Bro, I just read you all facts and you said I'm finessing the chat. Bro, don't even give him attention. Just let him talk to himself. So anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. You just got ethered, and the only thing you can say is I'm finessing the chat. I'm finessing the chat. Come on, brother. Make it make sense. I don't have to finesse the chat. Just sounds ridiculous. You finessing the chat. I'm finessing the chat out of what? Out of important news, out of real news, out of truth. Now I'm finessing the chat out of you. Right. All you gotta do is check box rec, but he's talking about I'm finessing the chat. Come on, man. Make it make sense, brother. It's not an argument, it's disdain. You understand? Rachel O'Neill, peace and blessings to the queen. How you doing, queen? How you feeling today? He's not trying to make a debate. He has a personal gripe with Devin Haney. I don't know. He must know Devin Haney or something. I don't know. Maybe you remember when Bill said that he had to take Devin out of school? LJ Wright, what's up? Remember that? Maybe Devin did something to that man or something, man. He has a personal gripe. So, go take that up with Dev, bro. Johnny Crumley, what's good? You're making yourself look really ridiculous out here in these streets. So now, again, like I said, and now because I go through the Chef Dre book, what's good? So now I just went through Tank resume. Now it's going to come off as I don't like Tank Davis. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 500. That's just going to come off. Oh, Blue, see, Blue was just hating on Tank. I wasn't hating on Tank. I was responding. Let me make this abundantly clear. I was responding to somebody in the chat. Not Tank Davis. All Boston Broadcast was good. I was responding to somebody in the chat who said, let me make this clear for people try to clip this and run Mike H was good and say, oh, Blue said, okay? Oh, Blue said, right? Let me make this abundantly clear, okay? As people going to try to say. People will try to say that Blue said he's hating on Tank Davis. No, I gave that rundown on Tank Davis' resume. His first 15 fights as a professional was pretty much against all Mexicans with high chances of him winning compared to what Devin Haney, right? My brother Bibbs, B Megastar in the building. People were saying that Devin Haney built his resume up in Mexico. Tank Davis did the same exact thing. All you got to do is look down the box rec, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Point blank and period. They did the same thing. If that's the case, that's it. That's all. The end. Period. Okay. So, with that said, right? I know people are going to look at this situation and try to say, oh, Blue is hating on Tank Davis. No, I was responding to a specific person, Jermaine419, who said that Devin Haney built up his resume in Mexico. And then when you look at the first 15 fights, the first 15 to 16 fights before Tank fought Jose Pedraza, and you look at those resumes, 90% are from Mexico and 90% don't have a winning record and have multiple losses or debuts on their record. So it's the same exact thing. Period. Back to regularly scheduled programming. So, anyway, I like Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis. The brother asked me, do I think that Frank Martin is the biggest challenge? I personally think that Frank Martin is the biggest challenge to Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? I believe that Frank Martin will beat Leo Santa Cruz. I believe that Frank Martin will beat Rolly Romero. I believe Frank Martin would beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I believe he would beat Ryan Garcia. I think he has the style to do that. I think that Frank Martin's skill set, the only fighter that I think that Tank Davis beat on his resume, that I don't think that he has the intangibles and the power and the patience, would be Mario Barrios. But I still think that this is a fight that you have to favor Gervonta Tank Davis in. But I do think it's the toughest challenge of Gervonta Tank Davis' career. I think it's the toughest fight that stylistically and athletically gifted fighter that Tank Davis has fought. That doesn't say that the fight will play out that way, because the fight very well may not play out that way. It may end up looking like the easiest fight of his career. Just like we looked at Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence Jr. I looked at Terrence Crawford and I said, this is going to be the toughest fight of Terrence Crawford's career. Why? Because I looked at the fight that Terrence Crawford had when he fought Igis Kavalauskas, when he fought Sean Porter. I felt that Errol Spence was a bigger, stronger, more durable version of those guys. And he finds himself in a dogfight. It turns out that that was the easiest fight that Terrence Crawford had his entire fights and career at welterweight thus far, okay? It was the easiest fight that Terrence Crawford had. So, again, on paper, the southpaw stance, the athletic ability, the twitchiness, the ability to box, the ability to be elusive, to me, Tank Davis is in the toughest test of his career against Frank the Ghost Martin. But, again, like I said, I think Frank Martin's skill set favors him against Leo Santa Cruz. I would pick him against Leo Santa Cruz. I think his skill set favors him against Isaac Pitbull Cruz in a tough fight. I favor him against Isaac Cruz. And I think that his skill set favors him over Rolando Rolly Romero, right? Again, now, this is what I'm saying, is that this is the toughest fight. So I am giving Tank Davis much credit for fighting Frank Martin off of a year layoff. He would have been out the ring for 14 months. And he was only in the ring for 7 rounds. Let's say a total of the fight with Hector Garcia went 7 rounds. The fight with Ryan went 7 rounds. So he had 14 rounds total in a year. That's equivalent to 1 fight, right? It's only 12 rounds in a fight. So if he had went the distance, that's only 1 fight in a year. And he's going to go into a fight with Frank the Ghost Martin, who is athletic, who is twitchy, who has a high ring IQ, high boxing IQ, right? Is very skilled, very talented, elusive, and has a great coach in Derek James behind him, two-time well-renowned future Hall of Fame trainer of the year. And it's with Errol the True Spence Jr., right? So this is a tough fight for for Gervonta Tank Davis. And I have to applaud Gervonta Tank Davis for taking this fight. Now, I know people say, why didn't Gervonta Tank Davis take the fight with Shakur Stevenson? Again, like I said, people, it's not easy when PBC, Al Heyman are now getting comfortable with Amazon and then go do business with top-ranked ESPN and Bob Arum. Like I said, I didn't understand the whole reason for them negotiating the fight with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions in the zone, right? With Canelo Alvarez instead of keeping it in-house with Jamal Charlo, instead of letting Canelo Alvarez fight Jaime Munguia outside the house or do with joint networks, right? And Shakur Stevenson have a lot of similarities to Frank Martin. He's a southpaw. He's 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Frank Martin, 5'8", 68-inch arm reach, and a southpaw. Shakur Stevenson is elusive. Frank Martin is elusive. Shakur Stevenson has fast hands. Frank Martin has fast hands. Shakur Stevenson has fast feet. Frank Martin has fast feet. Shakur Stevenson has good defense. Frank Martin has good defense. I think the difference there is that Shakur Stevenson's pedigree, because Shakur Stevenson is an amateur Olympic silver medalist. I actually thought he was an Olympic gold medalist. He didn't get the nod, but he's Olympic silver medalist. But I think that Frank Martin, is a tough task. He is cutting the same mold as Shakur Stevenson. The pedigree and the defense. I think Shakur Stevenson has better defense than Frank Martin. That's the only two differences. I think that Frank Martin actually hits harder than Shakur Stevenson, right? And so there's not much of a difference between Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin outside of the three X factors. The edge in power goes to Frank Martin. The edge in pedigree and the edge in defense goes to Shakur Stevenson. But they are essentially the same fighter. They are essentially the same fighter. So I don't have a problem with Tank Davis fighting Frank Martin. And this could be, an indication, because we looking at Frank Martin and we saying, oh, Shakur Stevenson is fighting Frank Martin to get ready for Devin Haney. But are we stopping to think that maybe Tank Davis is fighting Frank Martin to get ready for Shakur Stevenson? Because they are mere images of themselves more so than Devin Haney and Frank Martin. Devin Haney is 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach and is an orthodox fighter. Frank Martin is 5'8" and a southpaw with 68-inch arm reach. Devin has 4-inch arm reach advantage over Frank Martin. Just something to make you think, right? It's just a little bit of something, things that make you go, You understand? So before we jump the gun, maybe Tank Davis is setting up this fight for Shakur Stevenson, since everybody is saying that Devin Haney is too big. Devin Haney moved up in weight, and Devin Haney is just too big of a fighter. Tank fights at 135. Well, maybe now he gets the opportunity to actually unify the belts for the first time in his career, because that's another issue that we have. He's starting to check off the boxes. People say, well, Gervonta Tank Davis is not fighting African-American fighters. Well, he's checking off the boxes now. Frank Martin's an African-American fighter, and maybe he fights Shakur Stevenson in his next fight, and guess what? Another African-American and a unification bout. So let's just be a little bit patient. Again, I'm not appalled to, as a fan of the sport of boxing, do I want to see Tank and Devin fight right now? Yes. My impatience in deep within me says I want to see Tank and Devin Haney, Tank and Shakur. But again, the reality is he has been out the ring for 14 months. The reality is PBC has just did a deal with Amazon. And the reality is it's easier to do the fight in-house. So now they can see how everything unfolds and plays out. And then now they can go ahead and negotiate a deal with Bob Arum or Devin Haney to fight Shakur or Devin. Makes sense? You see what I'm saying? So again, when I know people not feeling the Frank Martin fight because they feel he's not proven, because he started boxing late in his career. He never fought for a world title, so obviously he never won a world title, and he doesn't have big marquee names on his resume. But let me ask y'all this question. And again, Shakur Stevenson, I love Shakur Stevenson. No slight to him. But let me ask y'all, would y'all bet your last dollar that Oscar Valdez beats Frank Martin? Do you think that Robson Casasio beats Frank Martin? Do you think that Yoshino beats Frank Martin? The only guy you favor, or at least I would favor, I don't favor Oscar Valdez to beat Frank Martin. I don't favor Yoshino to beat Frank Martin. I don't think Robson Casasio beats Frank Martin. The only guy that you could say would be a problem would be Edwin De Los Santos. You understand? Now, again, we don't know. Styles make fights, so he might get in that fight with them, and he might, lose those fights. Who knows? He just might lose. But what I'm saying is, would you bet your last dollar that? Because I'm favoring Frank Martin in those fights. Even I'm favoring Frank Martin to beat Edwin De Los Santos as well. But that's a 50-50 fight. I give Frank Martin the edge in that fight. Because Edwin De Los Santos became very predictable against Shakur Stevenson, fighting in a straight line, doubling the jab, tripling the jab, in a straight line, throwing the same punches. Predictable. And Shakur was touching him up with his counter-punching ability. Right? So who's to say and guarantee that Edwin De Los Santos beats him? That's a 50-50 fight. If Frank Martin was to fight Shakur Stevenson right now, wouldn't that be Shakur Stevenson's toughest fight on paper? Stylistically? I believe so. I believe that would be his toughest fight on paper, stylistically. Stylistically, I think that's his toughest fight on paper. So I'm not so quick to overlook Frank Martin. And again, I know it's not the name that we want to see, but stylistically for me, I told you guys that this fight was happening. How long ago did I tell you guys this fight was happening? Way before this time, I told you this was happening. A long time ago. I could give you dates. Right? So, I've always been in favor of seeing this fight. This is not, again, the name. We attaching the name with success, right? So we look at Frank Martin's name and we don't say, well, he has a real serious chance of beating any one of these fighters. I don't think Frank Martin is a walk in the park for any fighter. Not one single fighter. I think Frank Martin is a very tough out. I think Frank Martin is very twitchy. He showed versatility. I don't know how he's being overlooked in this situation. I have no clue. Boxing fan, full-time brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, with all the disrespect in my heart for Canelo, David moving to 175, perfect opportunity for Canelo to try to drain him back to 168 plus rehydration clause. Duck. Yeah, that's a strong possibility. That's a strong possibility. Strong possibility. New Jersey Drive, what's up, family? That's a strong possibility. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to smash the like button, man. Drop it down in the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Let's get them likes up to 500. Jorge Taharo, what's up, family? I think that this ID chess move for Tank. He said this fight is helping Tank because after this fight, they will go after Stevenson. Again, that's what I'm saying. People are overlooking that Shakur Stevenson is the perfect. Frank Martin is the perfect opponent that you can bring in. If you was okay, let me ask y'all a question just to give you an example, right? If you was fighting Shakur Stevenson and you need a sparring partner, wouldn't Frank Martin wouldn't he be the ideal fit for the sparring partner to help prepare you for Shakur Stevenson? In my opinion, wouldn't Frank Martin be the ideal fit? The guy that you would choose, like, bro, I need that dude. Like, he is perfect to try to, he's the perfect guy you could bring in to try to mimic Shakur Stevenson without fighting Shakur Stevenson himself. Devarius Hall, what's up, family? So where do outside of the edge and experience, right? Outside the edge and experience, why is Shakur Stevenson? Again, he has Shakur Stevenson has the edge in defense, in my opinion, and he has the edge in pedigree, experience, right? But when you watch Shakur Stevenson, right? No, Keyshawn Davis Keyshawn Davis fights more like Terrence Crawford than he does Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis fights more like Terrence Crawford than Shakur Stevenson. Alex Rodriguez, Shakur whining about big fights, but will probably duck Martin in the near future, shaking my head. So here's the thing. Right? So here's the thing, right? I don't understand. And again, if Frank Martin and Shakur was to fight, I would favor Shakur, right? But I favor Shakur because of pedigree and defense. But we are acting like Zebra, what's up, family? We are acting like when you look at Shakur and you look at Frank Martin, there's this massive gap between the two. It's not. It's not. Keep It Cool says Shakur and Martin styles are nothing alike. Maybe they're nothing alike because you never watched Frank Martin. Isaiah GQ was good. Maybe you don't see similarities because you are not a fan of boxing and you never watched Shakur Stevenson. And you never watched Frank Martin. That's why you don't see similarities. That's why you would say something silly as such as saying that they don't fight anything alike, because they clearly fight alike. And if you watch any of Frank Martin's fights, again, like my brother Callie said last night, that Callie said, you out there life, big bro. The ops not pulling you up on you anymore. Hey, I always gotta he said you done lived it. I just seen it. Yeah, bro, I you always gotta keep your head on the swivel, man. You know what I'm saying? So, TY, what's up, family? So here's the thing. Like Callie said last night, he said that Frank Martin is flat-footed. No name, what's up, family? Always on guard, always have to be. So, so now, right? Here's the thing. In his last two fights, Frank Martin has been adopting and adapting to the teachings of Derrick James and the style that Derrick James teaches his fighters to fight in. The manner in which he fights, even the way he holds his guards now. I'll show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture. And I was like, as I looked at this picture, I'm like, bro is holding his hands now. He's holding his hands just like Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo now. You can clearly see that's Derrick James. Here it goes. And I'm gonna show you some similarity, some pictures that are similar, right? To show you, to give you an example of what I'm talking about. You can see now he's very, very conscious of. I need y'all to drop $1 in super chat. I need y'all to refresh the super chat, and I need y'all to get the likes up. Nah, Blue, Shakur, and Frank are nothing alike. Mr. Holmes. No, you're right. They're not. They're not nothing alike. They almost exactly alike. You're right. Again, because y'all watching, y'all watching how Frank DL. What's good? I wonder. It makes me wonder how many fights did y'all actually watch of Frank Martin? How many fights of Frank Martin did you actually watch? How many Frank Martin fights did you watch? I like the matchup, Blue. I'm not complaining. No, it has nothing to do with complaining. Did you watch Frank Martin fights? How many of Frank Martin's fights did you watch? It's when y'all making these comments, you letting me know you didn't watch Frank Martin's career. Mr. Big Play Bray, my brother in Super Chat, refresh and hit the like button, please. Yes, people, get the likes all the way up. It just shows me, informs me that you guys did not watch Frank Martin's career. You know nothing about Frank Martin. You didn't watch his career. You probably watched his last 2 fights when you was aware that he's with Errol Spence. And that's it. That's why you don't know what I'm talking about. That's why. Because if you watch Frank Martin before he started adopting Derrick James' style and Errol Spence's style, Dwayne Yosa was good, right? Von 99X was good. Then you wouldn't say such a thing. J Pitty City, what's up, family? Because you would see how the transition he made from going from his original style, like Shakur Stevenson, to going to the style of Derrick James. You would see the clear difference. You would see that when he was with, before he started really adopting the style of Derrick James, that he was fighting a lot like Shakur Stevenson. Once he, in these last few fights, TR, what's up, family? Appreciate you in the super chat. In his last few fights, you can see that he started transitioning into the Derrick James style. But if you didn't watch his fights in his career, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. That's why you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find this picture of Jamel Charlo. Hold on. It's harder to find a Jamel Charlo picture that I'm trying to convey to you guys because Jamel Charlo is orthodox. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 500, man. Let's get the likes up to 500. Smash the like button, man. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Get the likes up to 500, man. I want it. A pictures. What they say? A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 500. Let's get them likes to 500. Now, I'm going to show you 3 pictures. 3 different pictures from 3 different fighters, but you can clearly see. Okay? This is Derrick James teaching with Errol Spence. You see the way Errol Spence hold his hands? I'm trying to show you the transformation when Frank Martin made the transform from his typical style, his original style, how he fought like Shakur Stevenson, to now adopting the style of Derrick James. You see the way Errol Spence is holding his hands? You see how they guard their defense and they put their hands like this, right? How that's the teachings of Derrick James, right? Now look at Jamel Charlo. Right now, he just came out of it and threw his jab, and he's orthodox, so it looks slightly different. Right? It looks slightly different. Right? But you can see, but he's orthodox. Keep in mind, Errol and Frank are southpaws. Frank and Errol are southpaws. Hi, Mama. Okay. Oh, you did? Thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. I love you. Mama made my food. So he's orthodox. So it looks slightly different. But if you can see the video, before he threw this jab, you can see he was standing the same way Errol spins. Now watch this. Look at Frank Martin in his stance. That's not the natural fighting style of Frank Martin. You understand? You see Frank Martin stands right there? You understand? You see the fighting stance? So now he's adopting the style and the techniques of Derrick James, and he's starting to mimic that, right? So, but that's why in his last fight, he was not comfortable in his last fight, and him and Derrick James wasn't on the same page, because that's not his normal style, right? So when he has the fight in that style, it's not his normal style, and so it's not he trying to go by the book. He's trying to go by the book. And so what happens is he's trying to be too textbook. And being too textbook, right, is forcing him out of his normal style of fighting. You understand what I'm telling y'all? So you can see in his last fight, he wasn't comfortable in his stance, in his abilities, in his approach with the fighter that he was fighting, with the movement and the abilities of his opponent. You understand what I'm telling y'all? You understand? So when people say Shakur and Frank don't fight nothing alike, well, that's because you never watched Frank Martin. And you only watching Frank Martin in his last few fights. And if you only watching him in his last few fights, then of course you would say that. See, that's the difference. I watched all of Frank Martin's fights. So that's not to say that he's going to use, because we know that Frank Martin has the ability to fight in a different manner. Therefore, I'm sorry, I just don't see the similarities. Of course you don't. Why would you? You didn't watch Frank Martin fight. Z Stacks 1017 was good. If you watch one fight, okay, let me ask you a question. When you watch Shakur's last fight with Edwin De Los Santos, you watch Shakur Stevenson with Yoshino, and you watch Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, they all look the same? Did you see the same fight? All those fights look the same. No, they didn't. So based off of you watching a few performances, so based off of H-Dub was good. So based off of you watching only a few performances from Frank Martin, that gave you the idea that Frank Martin don't fight like Shakur, because you didn't watch all of Frank Martin's, the majority of his fights. If you watch the majority of his fights, then you'll see what I'm talking about. If you only watch his last fight or his last two fights, then you ain't gonna understand what I'm talking about. They fight. Look at Shakur. Okay, go. Let me give you a few fights to do homework on, right? Since you're talking about they don't fight, like, then you don't know what I'm talking about. You need to do your homework on Frank Martin. Go watch Frank Martin and Romero Duro, Jerry Perez, and a Tyrone Lucky fight. Look at those fights. Charles Besant, what's up, family? Look at the Duno fight. Look at the Perez fight, and look at the Kizawudzki fight. Go watch those fights and tell me he don't fight like Shakur Stevenson. Don't tell me about his Michelle Ali Rivera fight and his last fight, because now you know him. You are familiar with him. Isaiah Eman was good. You are familiar with him now because you know he signed with Errol Spence. Most people got familiar with Frank Martin when they realized Errol Spence signed him. They wasn't familiar with Frank Martin before that. So most people have been made aware of Frank Martin because they know he's now with Errol Spence. That's why. He didn't knock out all those guys. Again, see, that's why I said, go watch Frank Martin fight. He didn't knock out all those guys. I just gave you 3 fights, and you said that's because he knocked those guys out. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He stopped doing, though. The Kaliski fight went 10 rounds. Perez fight he stopped him. And the Lucky fight stopped him. The Kizaliski fight, it went the distance. It went the distance. And go look at those fights. And look how he fought. Then come back and tell me. First time I saw Frank was against Raymond Yanang. Frank Martin is a very good fighter. Frank Martin can fight and box and be elusive. That's why his nickname was the Ghost. His nickname wasn't the Ghost because he come forward and is the Terminator. That's a contradiction, right? That's a conflict of interest, isn't it? His name is the Ghost because he could hit and not get hit. He was elusive. He was moving. He was boxing. A lot like Shakur Stevenson. That's why I compared the two. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 500. Drop $1 in super chat. Refresh the super chat. So now, my point in saying this is that we know he has that ability to do that and fight in that manner. if he fights in the manner he fought against, if he fights aggressive and flat-footed and coming forward against Tank, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. There's no way he could fight in that high guard, coming forward, aggressive style. He don't have the power and the work rate. That's not his natural gift. His natural gift is to be elusive, is to be able to move, is to be able to, use angles. If he comes forward flat-footed and high guard against Tank, well, he's gonna get knocked out. Shamar Rasham Shalom, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue. Keep dropping jewels on these casuals. The real ones know what it is. All facts, right, brother? All facts. If he come forward with that high guard like this, that defense like this against Tank, it's over. It won't go past 6 rounds. Because Tank switches levels. Tank can go, he'll go to the body. He give you different looks. And I know they had that sparring session. Tank and sparring is not the same thing. I know they had that glorified sparring session. I know that, he said to have hurt Tank. Marcus Robinson, what's good? Enzo 88, what's good? Blue, who you think got the better jab? Between the two, Frank Martin. But he got to use it. Keith Lewis is good. Anybody coming forward is a bad look. Facts. Justin Hawkins, I believe, is going to be a chess match. It better be. If it's a slugfest, we know. We know what that is. He better box. Bro, Tank will make you make mistakes, and you're going to make those mistakes. And the reason you're going to make those mistakes, because always in the back of your brain, you know that if he clip you, it's over. You know in the back of your brain, if this dude clip me, it could be over. So that pressure, that mental pressure that he puts on you, knowing that that can happen, will get you to make mistakes. And if you start to make mistakes, he's going to make you pay. He 1000%. Tank, like Terrence, it's only Tank and Terrence Crawford right now. Lance, what's up? Tank and Terrence Crawford are the only two guys right now. If you make a mistake, they are going to make you pay in the worst way. They're going to make you pay in the worst way. If you make a mistake against Tank and you make a mistake against Terrence Crawford, you will pay in the worst way. The only other person I see that has that ability, there's 2 other guys, Jaron Ennis and Monster Inoue. Izzy Small was good. Inoue will make you pay, but not so much like Terrence Crawford and Tank. Boots will do the same thing. Boots will make you pay. You make the slightest mistake and the slightest opening against Boots, you're going to pay. He just hasn't done it at the highest level yet. Well, Terrence Crawford and Tank has done it at the highest level. And Canelo can do it too. Yeah, you make the slight mistake against Canelo, you up out of here. You up out of here. Canelo will get you too. You're right. Canelo. So those dudes, they'll get you. But Inoue, Terrence Crawford, and Tank, they got that one punch smooth. Knock you smooth. That one punch knock NyQuil. Tylenol PM, baby. Good night, Irene. You make a mistake against them, good night. It's over. It's over. Because they put so much mental pressure. So you're going to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake. So your best bet is to box. Stop. If you try to be, it just don't work. Well, Artabetabev has a high work rate, one punch knockout power. He could be hit. It's like, it's a slightly different. But Terrence Crawford and Tank, boy, oh boy. And Canelo too. Those dudes, man, you gonna woo-wee. But you gotta be a smart boxer. You see the ones that beat Canelo, Floyd and Dimitri Bivol, how they fought, discipline, box, win 12 rounds. They ain't trying to knock him out. They just trying to win, score points, get up out of here. You try to knock Canelo out, you going to sleep. You try to knock Canelo out, you going to sleep. Box him. Why you think that when people say, "Oh, Blue, who you picking to beat Tank?" and I say Shakur and Devin, because they have the. You saw how Shakur fought Edmund Dos Santos. He didn't care what the crowd said. He didn't care what the pressure was. He fought his fight for 12 rounds and got up out of there. You can boo, you can kick, you can claw, you can scratch, you can scream, and complain all you want. He gonna fight his fight. He stayed disciplined for 12 rounds. Devin gonna do the same thing. They're gonna stay disciplined for 12 rounds. It doesn't matter what the pressure, what the moment, none of that. All of that, that's all is it's all out the door. And that's what you need to beat Tank Davis. You have to have the ability to stay patient, stay disciplined for 12 rounds, and just be willing to have a consistent, boring fight for all 12 rounds. For all 12 rounds. But if not, if you get if you get over confident, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. So if Frank Martin, the moment gets to him, like it did in his last fight, he will get knocked out. He'll get knocked out. If Frank Martin goes in there undisciplined, King Kane, what's up, and get frustrated and flustered and start pressing and making he's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out. He has to be disciplined and be in the moment. He has to live in the moment. When I mean by living in the moment, be in the ring, not outside the ring, not what's going on, not the lights, the cameras, the flash, the flare, the medias, and all that. No, he got to live in the moment, in the ring. That's it. He got to be present mentally and physically in the ring, firing on all cylinders. You see an open, take it, bang. You see a jab, take it, bang. He got to live in the moment. If he gets outside of living in the moment, he's going to get knocked out. Because I don't think he's going to have the ability to wheel it back in. Once he gets outside of the moment, and once he gets too aggressive or too flustered or whatever may have you, I don't think he can wheel it back in. Once it's out the box, that's it. He can't put it back in. Pause. Pause. Am I condoning Haney type fight? Every fighter has those type fights. Ghost 123, what's good? He said Blue Blood is still spreading you false information. He just wants attention. We're not gonna pay him any attention. We know he wants attention. Anthony Robbins, what's up? Yeah, that was wild, right, nephew? We're not even gonna pay him. Just don't give him. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up to 500. What if Tank completely outschooled it? Well, I won't be surprised. T Capone, what's up, man? Anybody gonna be surprised? Tank has the ability to do anything he wants. Exactly. New Jersey Drive. That's why I say he would lose to Shakur and Devin. King Jeffrey Joe 44, what's good? That's why I said I favor Devin and Shakur. You remember the fight Manny Pacquiao had with Eric Morales, the first fight? How Eric Morales just outboxed him and outclassed him? It didn't have any. Eric Morales stayed disciplined for the whole duration of the fight. That saw Eric Morales win the fight. He stayed disciplined for the entire duration of the fight. And that's why Eric Morales won so easy against Manny Pacquiao in that first fight. Then in the rematch, he started to do things outside of character, get outside of Cinnamon Sad was good. Get outside of character, start to press things that was not necessary, and then look, he ended up getting knocked out. He ended up getting knocked out. Because you can limit them. Tank can't give rounds away with Frank. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. Tank can't give away rounds with Shakur and Devin. We see Frank have moments of unraveling. Malik Black, what's up, family? And when I say moments of unraveling, I don't mean he was just losing it. When I say we seen him have moments unraveling, I mean by that is that we seen moments where he get undisciplined in the rounds in the fight for stretches, for long stretches and long periods of time in the fights. And those are the times where Tank can take advantage of it. Antonio MMA, what's good? And can knock you out. HC said that means Shakur and Frank don't box alike. No, that's not what that means. That means that one has the ring IQ and the mental capacity to stay disciplined for all 12 rounds, doing what they're doing, and the other one doesn't. That don't mean that they don't fight alike. What do you mean? What are you talking about? So because he can stay disciplined longer than he can, means they don't fight alike? That just sounds silly. So because Zab Judah didn't train and dedicate himself like Floyd, mean that they didn't fight alike? Like, what are we talking about? Just hypothetically speaking. The difference between Zab and Floyd is that Floyd committed 1,000% in his work ethic and Zab didn't. That's the difference. That didn't mean they didn't have the same intangibles and the same opportunities. One chose to commit to it, the other didn't. We have another person that simply doesn't watch boxing. When you guys don't watch boxing, you should really refrain yourself from commenting on platforms like mine that people that watch boxing all the time. Because clearly you said Frank Martin is a seek and destroy and Shakur is a boxer. They fight too. That's not the case at all whatsoever. You watched a few fights of Frank Martin with Derrick James that he's adopting that style, and now you're trying to say that's who he is. That's not who he is. Let me give you another example for the people in the back that may not understand this. Did you guys watch Jamel Charlo when he was with Ronnie Shields? And did you watch Jamel Charlo when he was with Derrick James? Did you watch Jamel Charlo with Ronnie Shields and Jamel Charlo with Derrick James? Z-Bro, what's good? Salute, Z-Bro. Did you watch that? Manda Mansa Musa LLC, what's good? Southwest Dice, what's good? Harrison Ron, what's good? Did you watch that? Was you aware of Frank Martin before he was with Errol Spence and Derrick James? Did you watch those fights? No, you didn't. So you don't know what you're talking about. Once again, because you are only going to watch the highlighted fights. When you was made aware that he was with Derrick James and Errol Spence, that's when you started watching Frank Martin, and you know nothing about him. James Lee, C. Irvin Wentz, what's good? The only chance Devin and Shakur have is their distance. This is what Dev fans want to see Tank figure out, close in the distance. We're shaking, my great brother. Hey, man, smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 500, man. I shouldn't have to say that. Get the likes up to 500, man. We almost 2 hours in and still don't have 500 likes. Participate, man. It's free. It don't cost a thing. Get the likes all the way up. Stop moonlighting, man. Get the likes up to 500. If you have not smashed the like button, smash it. You know you didn't. Get the likes all the way up, man. Phil, I appreciate you, bro. Man, get the likes up, man. We should have five. We should be past 500 now. Come on, man. Let's work. Get the likes up, man. Dev takes a little more risk than Shakur. Shakur will give Tank nothing. Yeah, Dev gonna he's gonna take a lot more risk than Shakur because his arms are longer. He's more rangy. He has the ability to, you know, his jab is more consistent. Ben Davis, what's up, family? Edward Garcia, hey Blue. If Frank beats Tank easy, does that put him top as the A side over Devin Shakur? No. I don't know. That's an interesting question. That's an interesting question. Does that make him the A side? I'd say no. GG Champ 15 was good because they still a bigger draw than he is. He had a great win, but they still a bigger draw. Jake, what's up, family? So I don't think that puts him in the driver's seat over them because that's the only big win. It's a major win, but that's a good question, man. That's a great question, bro. I gotta think about that. I gotta really think about that. Does he automatically absorb the A side? No, because he hasn't done what Tank has done. Bori, what's up, family? He hasn't sold the tickets and those things. He got the big win. He got a bigger win, but he hasn't sold the tickets. He hasn't sold the tickets. He hasn't accomplished what they accomplished. Crunch Time Sports, what's up? That would be a massive win. Maybe they can come to some sort of uh, 50-50 type of deal situation, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button, man. Let's get them likes up to 500. Get the likes up to 500 ASAP, people. Like Rocky. Imagine if he the first guy to beat Tank. Oh, I can see that. KO Cross was good. He won't have the following, no. He could beat Tank, man. Will he beat Tank and can he beat Tank is two different things. But he can. Dude is talented, bro. He's being overlooked. He's drastically being overlooked. He's drastically being overlooked. Drastically. If Tank beats, well, Tank beats Frank and then beats Shakur, is your mind going to change about Devin and Tank? No, no. Andy Cruz didn't get to be an A-side Joshua rematch when he won. Facts. Mr. Dada, no, Tank hasn't fought in a year, but if he rematches and win the probably, no, he won't be. He won't be the A-side. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up, man. Jermaine Gang, what's up, family? No, he won't. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. No, he wouldn't. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 500, man. Get them likes up to 500. Maharbet Salam, what's up, family? I would say equal to Shakur be to Dev. He wouldn't be the champ at 140. Yeah, he wouldn't. With Shakur, it would be 50-50, right? Because Patrick Steele, what's up? Tank told y'all he's not comfortable at 140. How many times are we gonna go through this? What are you talking about? We ain't talking about Tank and going to 140. So why are you talking about it? King Kane, what's up? Nobody's talking about him going to. So another thing is, I want to address this real quick. Canelo Alvarez was never offered the David Benavidez fight. And that $55 million guaranteed offer to Canelo Alvarez to fight David Benavidez was not real. That never happened. They never offered him $55 million to fight David Benavidez. It never happened. So as I told you guys, if they didn't have the guaranteed $35 million to give Canelo Alvarez to fight Jamal Charlo in-house, where are they going to come up with $55 million to give Canelo to fight David Benavidez in-house? We have to start using our brains and start thinking for ourselves and start making this make sense. Trackman 87, what's up? We got to start making this make sense. Right? They're going to give him $55 million to fight David Benavidez guaranteed. And you think Canelo turned down 55 guaranteed million, almost twice as much, to fight David Benavidez? I mean, he ducking David Benavidez, he ain't going to duck him that much. He ain't turning down 55 guaranteed plus back end money. He going to make almost $70 million. You think Canelo turning down $70 million? Ain't no fighter. You coming and guaranteeing a fighter, hey, we're going to give you $70 million. Ain't no fighter turning down $70 million, bro. None. None. There's not a single fighter you going to know that's going to turn down $70 million. $70 million? Come on, man. We got to start being realistic. He said, Tank. Well, that still wasn't $70 million. It was $20 million guaranteed. He gonna get some good back end money, right? And Tank turned down more money to fight Conor Ben and Devin than this, but $70 million, bro. That's ridiculous. $70 million? No, sir. And so Eddie Reynoso came out and said, man, Al didn't offer us nothing, and they must be desperate. Keeps putting this out in the world. As I told you guys, I didn't see that. Like, bro, $50 million? Man, come on. Then it turned from $50 million to $60 million. I told you, it's not real. So they're going to offer him $35 million to fight Jaime Munguia, guaranteed, and not recoup their money back. Gay Moore, what's up, family? But then they're going to offer him $55 million to fight David Benavidez. Like, we got to make this make sense, people. We got to start making this make sense. We got to start making all this stuff make sense. And it don't make sense. It's just not making sense. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. We'll be back on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because, again, I'm trying to work it, man. We're going to come on early, man, because this late night stuff, it's just not working. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much for my brother A-Side. It's too much for me now, man. I'll be sleepy, bro. I got to change my schedule up. So we're going to try to come back on at 9, but once I get all this stuff established, once I get everything established, it's a change. Jesus Valdez Carranza workout. What's up, family? Touch it 213. What's good? Respect my loop. What's up, family? So we're gonna make some changes, man. Some good things. Some good things. Taylor, whoa, what's up, family? G McCall 09, salute. Appreciate y'all, man, coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love, man. Salute to my brother Ring Rivals, my brother A-Side, my co-host. He said in the super chat, call Bear for that mailman next time. Oh, call Bear for yeah, mailman was tripping, bro. That was wild, man. That was wild. I ain't never seen that, like, bro. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. But I appreciate y'all, man. Let me get on out of here. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.